Good afternoon. My name is Terri Bradley, and I am the founder and CEO of Brown Toy Box. I founded Brown Toy Box about 3 years ago in my head, and about a year and some change later in my garage. But 3 critical things happened before getting to that point. First, my mom. I had a mom who believed that Black children should see themselves positively represented in any space that they frequent regularly. Then, when I was later in college, I worked at a rec center and I met a little boy who was really passionate about bridges, and he wanted to design and build them one day. But he was discouraged by his mom because she didn't know any Black mechanical engineers, and she just didn't want him to dream that big and that boldly just to be disappointed later. And then finally, like so many entrepreneurs that I know, I was fired. So I had some moments of deep reflection and revising my resume. And in a moment I said, I went to God and I said, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? And so he said, look at your life. And that is how Brown Toy Box was born. So Brown Toy Box curates and creates STEAM-themed products that positively represent Black children. We are determined to make STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, accessible, representative, and fun. Our business is built on helping educators and parents find products that help children see it so they know and believe that they can be it. Now, the statistics are pretty sad. We know that in Atlanta, if you're born into poverty, you have less than 4% chance of escaping it. Nationally, the projected net worth for Blacks in 2053 is $0. So that's for the next generation, right? And that little boy I told you about earlier, while his mom may have been wrong to discourage him from his dream, the fact of the matter is that in 1992, Blacks only made up 2% of mechanical engineers, and as recent as 2017, that number is still right around 3%. So those are some pretty disturbing statistics. But I'm not here to be a Debbie Downer and tell you all the bad things. I'm here to tell you that Brown Toy Box was created to disrupt all of those statistics. So we are working to normalize Black excellence and create career pathways through STEAM education, cultural representation, and purposeful play. We know that where there is access, early exposure, and opportunity, there will be innovation, and that benefits us all. So our business model is B2B as well as B2C. Our B2B target customer are schools and districts that serve 85% Black populations of kids pre-K through 5th grade nationally. Our secondary customer would be education supplies distributors. Our B2C model is direct to consumer through our website and soon Amazon. Our products are monthly STEAM-themed subscription boxes that include a book on a Black trailblazer, a fun hands-on project, an activity or an edible, a traditional edible, like kids' edible, and, and maybe like some stickers or something like that. And we're working on a relaunch of our website where we will include a marketplace where parents and educators can go on and find additional STEAM-themed products for their kids and their young learners. So our traction has been pretty amazing. So since January, we've made a little bit of money, which we're quite proud of. We've been putting people to work, mindfully procuring products from, as well as the wholesalers, but small businesses, mom and pop creators, makers, self-published authors. But most importantly, we are measuring our impact. We think that's super important in the social impact space, that we're able to quantify our work. And so we have co-designed a tool with Emory University to measure our effectiveness. And then in addition to that, we are building a strong advisory board, we are growing our customer base, and most importantly, we are expanding what children believe is possible to be when they grow up. So we've only scratched the surface, and this is just the beginning. We know that where there is a need, there's also a tremendous market. So Blacks spend about $4 billion annually on toys and games, many of which are educational. Title I schools, where our B2B customer really sits, are resourced with an additional $14 billion a year annually. And we're just ready to go. So right now we're heading into back to school, immediately into the holidays, and then following up with Black History Month. So this is really a critical time in our business. So I have a couple of asks of you. We want to engage in a really robust marketing campaign to the tune of about $20,000. Or if you know a great creative in the room, someone that can help us with the marketing. And then my secondary ask would be to just spread the word. Share the Brown Toy Box story with your church groups, your employers, and let them know that there are opportunities to partner with us. And then finally, I would ask, just buy a box. Buy boxes. They're $39.99. And if you don't know an amazing child that will benefit, which I'm sure you do, you can always donate them to a school or to a local library. Thank you.
Jen, could you ask one more question?
Yeah, I love that you've just already mapped out the revenue streams, because that was going to be my question, where that falls in. And so I see your biggest cost being the actual product itself and the delivery. So how do you go about finding and curating what those products are and figuring out if they'll still be profitable?
Okay, cool. So right now there's a tremendous gap in the market, so it's really difficult kind of to source some of those products. So a lot of that is really just doing some guerrilla digging, quite frankly. So we're using Instagram, we're using marketplaces that we know of, we're using our resources to find people that are currently making things, but then we also buy a lot of our books wholesale. So, and then we're just putting the work, getting the word out. So people are reaching out to us saying, hey, I think this book would be perfect for one of your boxes. So we have a really good database of product partners, and we categorize them per theme. And so we are really looking to add those folks to our marketplace, and then those will be folks that we will then purchase from, and then have our customers be able to purchase from as well directly.
That's good. Well, thank you so much. Give it to her one more time. That was great.